Attribute number 5, Splendor and Majesty. Meditation 21. Psalm 96:6. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are in his sanctuary. Psalm 104:1. O Lord, my God, you are very great. You are clothed with splendor and majesty. Splendor, Hebrew hadar, means to be thought of and treated with distinction, honored, regarded as dignified, powerful, and impressive. Used often in lists with glory, strength, power, and honor. Majesty, Hebrew hud, is similar to hadar. It means impressiveness, magnificence, awe-inspiring qualities. What is wonderful about this attribute? Some things are big and powerful, but not beautiful. Others have beauty, but not power. The combination of both in God is an especially wonderful thing. He awes and delights at the same time. His terrifying presence attracts us. God made us with a need to be awed. Without awe, our souls atrophy and shrivel in mind-numbing boredom. That feeling that comes from standing at the foot of some breathtaking majesty so grand that it moves the soul is something that people will spend thousands of dollars just to experience for a few moments. But no created thing is awesome enough to give us the awe we need. After you have looked at the Grand Canyon for a while, the awe fades and you're ready to move on. The appetite of the human soul for awe is immense, so immense that the entire universe is not enough to satisfy it. Only God himself is enough. What effect would it have on your heart if you were to consciously experience God's splendor and majesty today? Experiencing this attribute. God's splendor and majesty are attributes that we will experience in fullest measure on that day when we see him face to face. However, we can also experience them now in significant ways. Psalm 145 connects them with God's works and mighty acts. Each generation will experience them and tell about them to the next generation. The creation is not awesome enough to give us the awe that we need. It can, however, be a vehicle for experiencing God's awesome greatness if we have a conscious awareness of the breathtaking works in the creation as coming from the hand of a majestic, splendorous God, and then realizing that they are but the fringe of his glory, the faint whisper of his power. Job 26:14. It is difficult to have much of an experience of God's splendor merely by thinking about it in abstract terms. Sitting indoors and contemplating a high mountain or brilliant sunset does not have the same effect on the heart as actually beholding them. Being outdoors touches all the senses with a cumulative effect, assisting the soul in worship. The smell of the pine trees, feeling the breeze, hearing the sounds of nature, all that is taken in by the eyes, the combination of sensations touches the soul in a way that simply thinking about such things cannot. At a moment when the soul is staggered and awed by the creation, The soul is more able to experience awe in the presence of God by realizing that God is far greater, far more beautiful, far bigger, far more threatening, far lovelier than what is currently creating feelings of awe. Simply watching something awesome in nature and thinking that God is greater, however, is not necessarily an experience of the splendor and majesty of God. It is possible to think about God without actually paying attention to God. Experiencing someone's presence is a personal interaction, not merely a theoretical series of thoughts. Even for those blessed to live in a beautiful place, awe is a very rare experience. We throw the term awesome around on a daily basis, but few, if any, are actually awed on a daily basis. In fact, our appetite for awe goes mostly unfulfilled. We long to be awed, but almost never are. Hardly anything in this world has what it takes to awe us, and even those things that do, if our attitude, attention, or mood is not quite right, we're left untouched. Oh, how I look forward to seeing you face to face, dear God, that I may be awed to the very core of my being every day. You are unlike anything in this world in that you always have what it takes to awe me. No one would ever behold your glory and be disappointed because it was not awesome enough. The only way to look at you and not be overcome with awe is to look at you with blind eyes. Open my eyes, that I may see glimpses of your awesome glory, power, majesty, and splendor. Thank you that you will always be awesome enough to stagger my soul. Think, when is the last time you were truly awed? How could you seek an experience like that with God? Promise to trust today. Jeremiah 33:9. Then this city will bring me renown, joy, praise, and honor before all nations on earth that hear of all the good things I do for it. And they will be in awe and will tremble at the abundant prosperity and peace I provide for it.